Hi, my name is Cheryl Juaire, and I am the founder of Team Sharing. I founded Team Sharing in 2015 after I had lost my son, Corey, to an overdose. I didn't know another parent who had lost a child, let alone to addiction. And so that's kind of where it started. I met 7 other moms one night. We met like through a Facebook group, but we were all from Massachusetts, and we met at a restaurant. And we sat around that table and we talked all night long. We closed the restaurant. And it was the most healing night for me that I've ever had. And so I just knew the importance of that communication with another grieving parent. And so I started the group, and I started it here in Massachusetts, where sadly, we were losing another child and another child. And so I would reach out to that grieving mom. We would even go to the wake and say, hey, look, you're not alone. And I would give her my card and say, when you're ready, call me. We're here for you. Because they're not always ready right away. Grief is different for everybody. And we have almost 1,000 members in Massachusetts. 1,000 members in Massachusetts. Actually, it should be way more because of the overdose deaths, and we support each other and we do things. We just went on a cruise. A whole bunch of us just went on a cruise. So, but from there, more people wanted to join Massachusetts from other states. And then I was like, well, then that's not going to make it personal because it needs to be personal. We're in person. So I started the national organization for anybody to go. So if you've lost a child, and that's how I didn't want to leave anybody out. Because if you're hurting from losing a child, you need help, and we can offer it. We try to uplift each other in our grief. We try to say, you know what, I understand. I get what you're going through, and just come along with me, and we'll do this together. I got a phone call one day before I was a nonprofit. It was from a hospital. There was a family that had just lost their child. They had heard of Team Sharing. And they wanted to know if I knew of any resources to help pay for the burial of this child because they didn't have it. No one plans on burying a child, losing a child. And I remember just sitting there crying just like, I can't help you. And here I am trying to help grieving families, and I can't help there. And I'm a woman of faith, and I just heard a little nudging in the back of my head saying, okay, it's time to become a nonprofit. And I'm like, oh, no, I don't want to be a nonprofit. And God's saying, yes, you do. It's time to become a nonprofit. So I just thought, how can I help people if I don't have the funds to do that, right? We were doing children's things already, but we were doing it out of our own pockets. And so I became a nonprofit in 2017. And so now we're able to help people. We have a Christmas party in Massachusetts, and all those families that have lost a child, a lot of those children I say children, but they were adults, and they had children. This Christmas party is for those children. It's for the children that have lost a mom or a dad, and in some cases, both. We hold it at the Maynard Elks every year, and we've done it for 8 years, and these kids have become friends, just like us parents have become friends, so it's really kind of cool. We have Santa Claus come in on a fire truck. These children, their faces are plastered against the glass window when they're watching Santa Claus. We take pictures outside. It's just so exciting to see. First of all, these children don't know why they're there. They know that they're there for a party. That's it. No doom and gloom on this day, so Santa Claus comes in, he sits at his chair. The kids have already eaten a big meal that the Elks puts on for them. There's face painting, there's cookie decorating, there's a balloon lady. Last year we had animal critters. There's activities for the kids, and there's a lot of running around and dancing and then Santa Claus sits down and there's the gifts. We have this huge tree, and it's ours, and we bring it and decorate it. It's beautiful. But this application process, these grandparents fill it out. And these kids are allowed to request a gift up to $100. And the thought process behind that is, they've lost a mom or a dad. And that mom or dad might have been able to purchase this gift that they want, but maybe they can't now because of their finances. We want to make sure that we can help do that. And so whether Nike sneakers, AirPods, hoverboards, we get it. The kids don't know, but they've requested it. So then Santa Claus calls each child up. They get their gift, they bring it back to their families, and they open it up. And to see their faces is priceless. It's just priceless. Those 3 hours just go by so fast, And there's a lot of planning that goes into getting these gifts. And there's a very lot of generous people that want to participate because Christmas season is our favorite time of year for everybody. And people are more generous at Christmas. And so they'll reach out and they'll say, what can I do to help? And I will say, you can either donate or you can purchase a gift. For me, myself, I would rather purchase a gift because I feel like I'm involved. And that brings me joy. Anybody can give money, and that's okay. We won't turn that away. But to buy the gift that the child really wants and then to get to see their face, it's so personal and it's so rewarding. So we've done this with Massachusetts for years, and it's worked beautifully. I'm a nonprofit, and I just felt like we have a national organization that has over 4,000 members, and I've never reached out to help them because of finances, But then one year I said, you know what, this just isn't fair that I'm just helping this one location, even though I'm a nonprofit here in Massachusetts. So I did an application process for the national group, and I get over 100 children, at least 100 children. Their families reach out, same thing, application process. And what we do is we get them their gift and we ship it to them. And the grandparent will take a picture of them opening it, and sometimes videos, and saying, this is from Team Sharing, or this is from somebody that loved your mom or loved your dad. It's just so special. And then we've gotten my doors being knocked down with people saying, I want to buy a gift. I want to help. How can I help? And I'm like, we have kids. If you want to help, absolutely. So I had heard that there was a possibility of getting a license plate through the Registry of Motor Vehicles if you were a nonprofit. So I looked into it. And in order to get a license plate through the Registry of Motor Vehicles, you have to be a nonprofit. I am. You have to have your logo patented. I did. But you have to get 750 prepaid applications before they'll even talk to you. So there's a process, went through the process, applied, and get approved. Now I have to go do the hard work and get the 750 applications, which I have been doing the last 3.5 years. We just got the 750. So there's our license plate. So I'm so excited. Now, being a nonprofit, we're always looking for fundraising. We're always looking for some sort of, money. This is a way of doing multiple things. Overdose awareness is so huge. But if you apply for a plate, once this goes into production, the nonprofit gets the entire amount of the plate. Yes. So it's $40 every 2 years, which comes down to 5 cents a day. But that money, it's because it's a specialty plate, goes to the nonprofit. So this is another way for us to get funds while sharing overdose awareness. We are in hopes that this plate will make a difference out there in this community because it's the first in the country, first of all, overdose awareness. But it's also an opportunity for somebody to pull up beside you and say, oh, I see that license plate. What's that all about? They may have lost a child, or they may have somebody in recovery, or they may have somebody that needs to go into recovery, or for whatever reason, it's a conversation starter about this epidemic here in Massachusetts. So it's a win-win all around. And right now, I'm in the process with the Registry of Motor Vehicles of setting up the account. We've got everything in order, and it's going to take 6 to 8 months to produce. Once it's at that point, nobody can order an application. It's going to be gone. But once it's produced in 6 to 8 months, then it'll be on their website. It'll be on my website, and anybody can order one. We could always use help. We can always use donations so that we can continue to do these things for the children. And we support the parents too. So, we've done things, brought them all out to dinner, different things, and we support them too. So if you know somebody that's lost a child, please contact us. They won't be alone. They'll never walk that road alone. We're there.